guys can see, Cleveland Browns says about time for some birthday wishes for Shedeur Sanders. One person says, happy birthday, Shedeur. You are an endearing young man who made Browns games exciting and watchable again. I am looking forward to see you play lights out next season, supported by Coach Monken. I agree with him 100%, man. I cannot believe that I'm excited about watching the Cleveland Browns play football again, man. But it's all because of Shedeur Sanders. What we like to say as far as his father, primetime Deion Sanders, the prime effect, Shedeur Sanders has that same type of effect, man. It's time, perfect timing. Happy birthday at Shedeur Sanders. Someone else hating, I'm not gonna read that comment, but you guys can see he's hating. Happy birthday all down, man. It's absolutely amazing to see so much love in the comments. You're always gonna get that bad apple here and there. A few people, that just life not good for them. So, but for the most part, we had a lot of good comments.
The Cleveland Browns just sent out birthday wishes to Shedeur Sanders as he celebrates his 24th year. The fan reaction in the comments clearly shows that Browns Nation has a different view on who their franchise quarterback should be, and it's not Deshaun Watson. One fan chimed in, "Happy birthday, Shedeur. You're a charming young guy who brought excitement and watchability back to Browns games. I can't wait to watch you dominate on the field next season, backed by Coach Monken." That comment is getting more engagement than the Browns' actual post, which really shows where the fan base's heart is at these days. Before we dive into the significance of this birthday post beyond mere social media formality, it's essential to grasp 3 key points. The Browns organization making this public is a clear indication of Shedeur's position within the franchise. They had the option to handle it quietly, but chose to take a more open approach instead. Shedeur's reaction to Cameron's disrespect on his birthday, where he was called broke, showcases his maturity. This response highlights how he's truly different from the typical 24-year-old in the NFL. Lastly, Shedeur's birthday wish from the same time last year sheds light on his character and unwavering loyalty to his teammates. What he desires will transform your perception of him as a leader. The latest update from the Browns' official social media is making waves, and it's more important than many might think. The Browns celebrated Shedeur Sanders' birthday with a special message. Easy enough, isn't it? Wishing a fantastic birthday to one of our roster stars. Hope your day is filled with joy and celebration. But it's not as straightforward as that. Cleveland isn't the place for that, not with Deshaun Watson still around. The quarterback situation remains up in the air for now. Todd Monken points out that when an NFL team takes to their official channels to celebrate a player's birthday, they're sending a clear message. They're stating, "This individual is significant to our organization." They're building a bridge between the player and the fans, enhancing visibility and connection. The Browns made the decision to go with Shedeur Sanders. This isn't merely a story or a quick mention on Instagram. It's a comprehensive post designed for engagement. With comments open, fans can dive into the discussion and share their thoughts on who deserves to be the starting quarterback. And you know what the fans had to say? The crowd went completely nuts backing Shedeur. "Wishing you a fantastic birthday, Shedeur. You brought excitement and watchability back to Browns games." Take a moment to read that line once more. Browns games are thrilling and engaging once more. That's a Browns fan confessing that prior to Shedeur, they had zero excitement about watching their own team in action. That's just how dire the situation had become. When Shedeur stepped onto the field, the excitement of the games skyrocketed. The games turned into something worth watching. Out of nowhere, hope emerged. Out of nowhere, Sundays became must-watch days. Shedeur made quite the impression in his limited appearances as a rookie 5th-round pick, defying expectations by stepping onto the field when he wasn't even supposed to play. Another fan expressed, "I can't wait to see you dominate on the field next season," backed by Coach Monken. That's a fan who's already skipped the "will he start" debate and jumped right to, "I can't wait to see him thrive with real coaching backing." The faith that Browns fans have in Shedeur is impressive, especially given that he has only seen action in a few games. But that's simply due to the fact that what they witnessed in those games was sufficient. They witnessed a quarterback who could truly escape the pocket, deliver precise throws, command the huddle, and instill a sense of hope for the first time in years. And it just keeps getting better. The comment section was buzzing with birthday wishes, enthusiasm, and optimism for Shedeur's future in Cleveland. Of course, there were some critics. There are always some dissenting voices, but they were overshadowed by the incredible enthusiasm radiating from Browns Nation. This is the loyal fan base that has faced disappointment from the organization for decades. The loyal supporters who witnessed the Deshaun Watson debacle play out live. The fan base that has every right to be doubtful and critical of young quarterbacks. Everyone's backing Shedeur Sanders. Now, let's dive into what went down on Shedeur's birthday, a moment that perfectly illustrates why he's equipped to thrive under the immense pressure of being a franchise quarterback in the NFL. Someone attempted to disrespect him on his special day, and his reaction was nothing short of flawless. Cameron, the rapper and media personality, was caught on video cracking jokes about Shedeur being broke for not purchasing balloons for his own birthday bash. It was obviously a joke, but it also served as a sly jab at a 24-year-old who just earned a Pro Bowl spot in his rookie season. And you know how Shedeur reacted. He absolutely did not. He seemed poised to say something. It was written all over his face. However, a member of his inner circle advised him to move on, and he took that advice. He stayed mature. He kept his head above water. He chose not to dwell on negativity during what should be a celebration of his life. That's the mindset of a franchise quarterback, no doubt. That's what true leadership looks like. It's important to recognize that not every comment warrants a reply. It's about recognizing the right moments to let your achievements shine on their own, rather than engaging in trivial exchanges with those who are obviously just joking or trying to provoke a reaction. Consider how many 24-year-olds would have fired back. How many would have felt compelled to stand their ground or showcase their wealth? How many would have allowed their ego to take control? Shedeur completely missed the mark on all of that. He kept his cool, flashed a smile, and continued enjoying his birthday festivities. That level of maturity is precisely what you seek in your franchise quarterback. Being an NFL quarterback, particularly in a place like Cleveland, comes with the territory of relentless criticism, endless jokes, and a steady stream of people looking to get under your skin. Responding to every single one will only drive you crazy and distract you from what truly matters. Shedeur gets it. At just 24 years old, many veterans are still trying to figure things out. That insight is a major factor in why he's poised to succeed where countless others have stumbled. Now, this is where the plot thickens. This is the moment that will elevate your respect for Shedeur to an entirely new level. Just a year ago, right before the NFL draft, Shedeur was asked about his birthday wish. He was on the brink of becoming a millionaire, on the verge of getting drafted into the NFL, on the cusp of realizing his lifelong dream. So, what do you think he wished for? I'm hoping to see my Colorado players get picked in the draft. It's not about the cash, the personal achievements, the sponsorships, or the spotlight. He hoped his teammates would seize their chances, wanting the guys he played alongside at Colorado to fulfill their dreams as well. That's what true leadership looks like. That's true selflessness. That's the type of player you want to center your franchise on. Ultimately, football is all about teamwork. The top quarterbacks know that their achievements are closely linked to the performance of their teammates. They recognize that by elevating others, they also elevate themselves in the process. Shedeur understands that perfectly. At just 24 years old, he has already grasped the essence of leadership. Browns fans are buzzing with excitement about what lies ahead for him. The birthday post from the Browns was more than just a routine social media gesture. It was confirmation. The organization openly welcomed a player that the fans have already hailed as their future star. Timing is crucial, no doubt about it. This birthday post arrives at a time when Todd Monken continues to indicate that Shedeur's role remains undecided. Even though there's still a quarterback competition and the organization hasn't officially declared him the starter, the Browns went ahead and posted it anyway. They continued to honor him in the public eye. Fans continue to pour into the comments, showing their unwavering support and love. This gives you a clear indication of the direction things are going. The organization clearly understands what the fans are looking for. Shedeur Sanders is on the verge of being named the starting quarterback, and this birthday post is clearly a strategic move to build that momentum. Consider the other option. What if the Browns had chosen to keep quiet? What if there was no post for Shedeur's birthday? What kind of message would that convey to the fan base that's already fully committed to him? It would be a total catastrophe. It would spark a heated debate. Fans might start to wonder if the organization is truly as dedicated to Shedeur as they ought to be. The Browns made a savvy move. They made a post. They threw a celebration. The fan reaction says it all. The fan reaction was an outpouring of overwhelming support for Shedeur Sanders as the franchise quarterback. Now, let's dive into what this signifies for the larger story surrounding Shedeur, as this birthday post comes at a pivotal point in his career journey. This is no ordinary Tuesday during the offseason. This comes right on the heels of his Pro Bowl selection. Immediately following E.M.T.T. Smith's appearance on national television, he made a bold demand to be named the starter. Immediately following Denzel Ward's commendation of his skills and self-assurance, the energy is surging, the backing is increasing, and the Browns organization is embracing it instead of resisting it. That's a savvy move. It's all about grasping the pulse of your fan base. Shedeur Sanders has undeniably emerged as the beacon of hope in Cleveland, regardless of whether the coaching staff has officially come to terms with it or not. And here's an additional aspect to this that isn't getting the attention it deserves. In the current NFL landscape, social media engagement is crucial. Jersey sales are definitely impacted by this. Ticket sales are crucial. Generating buzz and excitement around your team is crucial. The Browns celebrating Shedeur's birthday and receiving such a positive response from fans is not just a smart business move. It also plays a crucial role in fostering team culture. When you publicly celebrate a player, you're sending a clear message. You matter to us. You're creating a strong bond. You're building a bond. You're building a connection between the organization and the individual. Shedeur noticed that the Browns made a post for his birthday. Browns fans are pouring into the comments, showing their love and support. Cleveland has fully embraced him, even after a tumultuous rookie season where he wasn't expected to see the field at all. That builds loyalty. Shedeur's drive to succeed is focused on Cleveland, not merely on the NFL as a whole. This lays the groundwork for a lasting bond between a franchise quarterback and the city that embraces him. We've witnessed the outcomes when that connection thrives. Tom Brady dominating in New England, Aaron Rodgers shining in Green Bay before the drama unfolded, and Patrick Mahomes leading the charge in Kansas City. When a quarterback knows he's appreciated by the team and adored by the fans, that's when the real magic unfolds. Cleveland is currently constructing that with Shedeur. One birthday post after another, one fan comment following the next, one moment of public support building on the last. The difference in their approach to Deshaun Watson is striking. Watson secured the huge deal, yet he never gained the backing of the fans. He never received the massive outpouring of love and engagement in the comments. He failed to bring excitement and watchability back to Browns games. Shedeur accomplished all of that as a fifth-round pick, earning a fraction of Watson's salary. The fans see that clearly. They really value that. They're set to roll with him as their starting quarterback. All right, let's break down what this birthday post is all about. The Cleveland Browns have made it clear who their starting quarterback is. The fans are well aware of who their quarterback is. Shedeur Sanders is fully aware of his identity. A franchise quarterback ready to take the NFL by storm for the next 10 years. When fans are saying things like, "You made Browns games watchable again," it speaks volumes. This goes beyond mere statistics or possibilities. This is all about reigniting hope for the fan base after years of waiting. This is all about the thrill. This is all about rediscovering faith in something once more. Shedeur showcased that potential during his limited time on the field as a rookie. Just picture the possibilities with a complete offseason under Todd Monken's offensive scheme, equipped with real playmakers and solid protection. The Browns are set to become must-see TV. It all comes down to the second one. Wishing a fantastic 24th birthday to Shedeur Sanders. The next franchise quarterback for the Cleveland Browns is on the horizon. The player who brought the thrill back to Browns games. The leader who prioritized his teammates' success over his own. The focused young man who remains undeterred by disrespect on his path to success. If you're eager to track Shedeur's evolution from Pro Bowl rookie to franchise cornerstone, smash that subscribe button now. This is only the start, and we're committed to capturing every single moment along the way. Leave a comment below to wish Shedeur a happy birthday. Are you as pumped as Browns fans about what lies ahead for him in Cleveland? I'd love to hear your thoughts.